Assalamu alaikum, dear friends. Today I met with Mr. Jan, who is a regular visitor from UK to Pakistan. Let's have an interview with him and share his experience with you, what he think about Pakistan and what is his views about Pakistan. Approximately, he have visited half of the world, and now he is sharing his experience and his comments towards Pakistan. Let's have interview of Mr. John. Hello, how are you, Mr. John?
I'm very well.
Your name is John.
My name is John.
Yes. Please tell me about yourself, about your family, about your profession, about your kids.
Okay. So my name is John. I'm now retired. My working life has been as a psychologist. I worked both with the NHS, the National Health Service, and also as a private consultant, a freelance. I retired when I was 65, which is now 8 years ago. So I'm 74 now. And when I retired, my wife and I decided that we would do a long trip. We wanted to go to India, but we decided that we would go overland. So we went. It's a very long trip. Took first of all by train through Russia, Kazakhstan, and to Kyrgyzstan, and then bus from China, Kashgar, to Pakistan. Now this is, I'm talking 2008. At this time, in the Western press in England, very much concern about terrorism, fundamentalism, fundamental Islamic, Taliban, Al-Qaeda. So we were coming and we were a little unsure of how it would be in Pakistan. And when we got here, we were just delighted. It was such a beautiful country. We had nothing but a friendly, welcoming. People are so hospitable, generous. This evening, I've had 2 offers of someone wanting to buy me a meal, very genuinely. And this, I feel now, is typical. So we spent, I think, 2 months, largely in the north, in the northern areas, Baltistan. We went to Skardu, up in near Kashmir, and it was the most beautiful, beautiful countryside I've ever been in.
Wait a minute, please. So, what was your experience when you visited Russia, when you visited Kazakhstan, when you visited China, India, and now you are in Pakistan? What the difference was and is, and how you explain the experience which you earned?
Okay. We came by train through all Central Asia to Kyrgyzstan. Excuse me. So we were just on the train. We never stopped. So for 6 days we traveled to Russia. Didn't really see much. It was just so big. 4 days on a train to travel through Russia and Kazakhstan. When we got to Kyrgyzstan, then it was a very nice country. But Kazakhstan is ex-Soviet country and in great economic crisis. No money, very poor, but still good. I enjoyed that. And same with China. We didn't stop in China. We just got the bus right on the border between Kyrgyzstan and northern China, and then came straight down the Karakoram highway. And when we got to the Pakistan border, by this time we'd been through 7, 8, 9 countries. And every time at the border guards very wanting money, being difficult. We get to Pakistan, go to the border office, and the Pakistani official says, "Welcome to Pakistan." And it was just wonderful. The first time anyone had welcomed us. And that was the feeling, that we were welcome. That's a lovely feeling. So we came over the border and just very close into the Northern Territories. We stayed in Pasu, Hunza, beautiful, beautiful countryside. We stayed for 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe, and then came down to Lahore. And as I say, it was November, so the weather was very nice. And in that time, in 2008, one of the most wonderful experiences of my life was on Thursday evening to go to the Shah Jamal shrine to see the Sufi drummers. And that blew my mind. It was absolutely amazing. It's one of the highlights, certainly the highlight of the trip. But I think one of the highlights of my life. I've never seen anything like that. It was just wonderful. And then we went to India. India, Pakistan, I know there are many, many troubles, but you know, once upon a time it was just one big country, and the people are very similar. The one thing that's different I found in India was that we were constantly beggars coming and wanting money, and people wanting something, and that's very tiring. All day, you know, every tea, and it was such a difference from coming to Pakistan, where I had none of that experience at all. Same now. People, it's a different, I guess, different culture, different religion, but I feel people are generally more respectful, and I appreciate that. Yeah.
What the message which you want to put forward to the world about Pakistan and other world?
Okay. So this is September 2022. Half of the country, or 1/3 of this country, is flooded. Sindh, Balochistan, and the bridges blown away, have washed away. It's a terrible, terrible disaster. And I feel it's such a shame, because this is such a lovely, lovely country, and more people should come to see what a beautiful country, what a lovely people, just amazing places to come and see. And particularly now, when there is such a crisis, and the world, and the crisis is partly the responsibility of the Western world. With climate change, we are partly responsible for these extreme weather situations. So for me personally, what I want to do is I want to go into the mountains to take pictures of this beautiful countryside so that I can go home and say, okay, so Pakistan has had difficulties, certainly in terms of the West with terrorism, which is a big fear in the West. But to get here, I never felt I feel so safe here. When I came in 2008, there were so many Westerners here, and I'm the only Westerner I've seen today. So tourism has just completely stopped, as far as I can tell. And that's a great shame, because tourism is a very good income for a country. And this country deserves that kind of income, because there is so much that is beautiful about this place. So that's what I want to take back with me, to share that with people who don't know about Pakistan.
Good luck, good luck, Mr. Jan,
Thank
for
you.
the rest of the trip. Have a nice night. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.